So Matt got carried.
No, hey, whoa, hey, let's no, that is not what happened.
Kirby.
Alex.
Cameron, you dickhead. Matt, welcome to the Real Gamerscore podcast. Here's the song of the week. See me gaming out till sunset on my 4K TV screen. Boosting offer I can get if you know how to achieve. Completions to the left of me and ratios to the right. Ain't got no fun, ain't got no life. Don't you start no grind. 'Cause it's DLC, came out last night. DLC, and it sucks alright. DLC, I've got to download DLC. Watch my ratio explode!
I have my hand up first.
So we should probably explain that we are changing Song of the Week.
Yeah, you had a year to win prizes. Now I want to go. Not to win prizes, to guess the song without knowing it beforehand. So, screw you, listeners. If you didn't get in, that's your fault. Oh, 110% did not draw winners this week, so next week it is.
Perfect.
Remember that thing I said I was going to do?
One thing that I asked you to do? Yep.
Yep, I got busy doing something more important.
Yeah, of course it's fine.
Matt knows what it was.
Alright, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so now we get to guess again, and then who knows, maybe in 6 months we'll get bored and we'll switch it back to you guys, but I have my hand up first because I knew it. And at first I was like, I went somewhere really different, and then I realized what I was singing in my head. That's TNT AC/DC, right?
Yes, it is. You got it in one.
Yeah. I know my music.
We all let you have a go because I think in the 50 episodes before that you didn't get a guess right.
Yeah,
so
you got basically.
That's because the one time I wasn't on as well is when you did Creedence Clearwater Revival. I was like, damn it.
And then you do a song and no one knows what the song
not
is.
A single person.
Everyone knows.
What was it again?
It was Mumford & Sons. We don't talk about those times.
Yeah. The dark
Other than
times.
that, people have got the song. Other than that, everyone got Ruby.
Yeah, wow, yeah, okay, yeah, I stand corrected. Yeah, Ruby, that was a good one.
That was a solid choice.
Which I only know because of playing Guitar Hero 3? Or was it 2? I think it was 3.
It was 3.
I think it was 3.
It was 3.
Yep. Alright. Now, as you can hear, Alex is on, but he's not feeling himself, so I'm still in charge. This is still my show. This is still the ChinDocta and Friends podcast. If you knew what that song was as well,
we'll let you know when
guess.
the friends show up. We're just filling in.
Yeah. If you wanted to let us know that you also knew the song but didn't get a chance to guess because I was too damn good, join the Discord and let us know there. That's discord.io/realgamerscore. You put that into your web browser, it'll take you to a link to our Discord server. You read our rules and be like, okay, those make sense and are sensible rules. I accept your terms and conditions. Just ignore the 7-page EULA. Just click yes down the bottom. You're fine. Firstborns only. Yep, and join. Come tell us how awesome we did. If you wanted to give us money, you can do so at Patreon. Patreon.com/realgamerscore. This is awesome. Just, throw money at us. Makes us do the show better.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Theoretically, and we will be doing other contests, obviously, because Song of the Week is not happening. We're tossing around some ideas about what could work. I could have stupid secret word again more often.
It'll just be what you say every time.
We might have something that jackpots on a weekly basis if people don't get it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like the real lottery.
Yeah.
Except maybe even more of a scam.
Or the mystery sound. Like, you know how on the radio they do mystery sound?
Yeah, they usually get those within a week, right?
Oh, they don't, because it's a Siamese cat's second claw from the left, scratching a Velcro pad exactly 3 centimeters long. Like, mate, just open it.
Damn,
quick, Patrick, come on.
I guess first port. So close.
I know, first claw. You were wrong. Oh, exact. Can't tell you what it was, but it was definitely not his first claw.
100%
Bad luck,
not
buddy.
that.
Stupid those stupid competitions. Yeah, patreon.com/realgamescore. Give us money, please. We also have the random to-do list competition. We've got new lists this month. I haven't taken a look at my list to see how awful it is, because I don't care, because I'm hitting big milestones this month and I need to prepare. But if you do not have a random to-do list and would like one, you can message myself on True Achievements or Discord or wherever, or you can send a message to the random to-do list account on trueachievements.com. That's random to-do list, all one word, no numbers or letters or anything, it's all just letters. And you can get yourself a list of 25 achievements from your pool of locked achievements on trueachievements.com. It's just a fun way to look at your backlog and get suggestions of what you might tackle next, or you can completely ignore it. That's an option too. You do you. Like, you could see your list and go, there is a reason I haven't played any of these games, so you know what? No, I will not do these for your imaginary points.
I think I have six, maybe 7 achievements from Dead Island Riptide Japan.
Oh, perfect.
And 1 from just Dead Island Japan.
Alright. Wow. Oh, I did switch to an easy list, that's why. I was like, wow, my highest ratio is 1.91. Forgot to switch to an easy list ages ago. My highest achievement is in Margin and the Forsaken Kingdom.
I love that game. Massively
heard of that
underrated.
game.
Wow, the Google Sheets embed, like the link embeds, are a lot more fleshed out than they used to be. Like, it pops up with a little window and the picture of the game from the True Achievements article.
Oh.
Or yeah, I would go take a look at that. That's pretty cool. The hover pop-up text. Interesting. Anyway, moving on from that, we will have a contest based on that. I just don't know what the prize is yet. We will find out next week, but you can get a head start on that by earning a single achievement on your random to-do list. Prizes for last month's entries will be drawn next month. We will have a game code this month, so don't you worry about that. It'll definitely be a game.
Road company.
I was going to say it's good, but I can't guarantee that.
No guarantees of quality anywhere in this show. Games,
No.
podcasting.
Speaking of no guarantees of quality, Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play at 120 frames per second.
Oh boy. Okay.
Like, assuming your TV can handle the refresh rate of 120 hertz.
Yeah,
but
every time I hear someone talking about 120 FPS and how their games run on it, I just that meme where the guy's like, oh, the game runs 120 FPS, and then the other guy's like, oh, hey, do you have a monitor that can show it? And then it's just him just suddenly again, but with just angry eyebrows.
yeah.
Yep.
I can't remember if there's no, like, if it runs at 120, it doesn't matter if you've got a 60 hertz TV. Like, it won't show anything better than the 60 frames, right?
Not really, no.
Like, it's not like when you have a non 4K TV and it just sort of downscales to look prettier.
Not
from 4K, right?
Like, not. I mean, like, it kind of does, but like, you need like a G-Sync monitor or something with a high hertz rate to really get the full benefit of it.
Yeah.
Which is it's interesting that they're pushing this 120 FPS thing.
Yeah, it's weird, just because they've sort of pushed 4K and HDR so much, and frame rate was kind of secondary. I guess now that they're plateauing on that visual aspect, they can kind of start to push the frames, which above 60, I just don't see anything.
No, don't do it. I have to edit that out now, because now we're just going to get flamed.
No, you can absolutely tell. I went from Rocket League on the Xbox, which is like 30, to on the PC at 240 or something. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. Oh, it's just, yeah.
I used to think the FPS debate was a bunch of just wank, but when I was playing Hellblade this week, I changed the mode from Enrich Visuals, whatever it was, to
Performance.
Prioritize the frame rate.
Yeah.
And I think it goes to 60, and yeah, it looks very, very different. It would take a little bit of getting used to, but it looked really smooth, at least at 60. So
Yeah,
I can see why people are getting mad about apparently Assassin's Creed Valhalla not being minimum 60 frames per second, because it does look pretty good.
There has been a lot of talk about that. I mean, like, I think that's Activision's big thing about Call of Duty, right? Is it always runs at 60, which is why the game looks so smooth.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Or at least, on consoles that can handle it, or PCs that can handle it.
Yeah, that's what they always push for. And I know that Insomniac used to do that. Like, I remember when I first played Ratchet and Clank back in the day on the PlayStation 2. That was the first time I really saw a game that ran at 60. And I couldn't describe what looked so weird about it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it doesn't look this...
Because it was so different.
Yeah, it's so different. And they pushed that for a lot of their games. But I remember when... what was it? Sunset Overdrive came out. And they basically said, yeah, no one really seems to care whether it's 30 or 60 in terms of real, like, normal consumers. So we just don't bother with it anymore. And I think
a few years too early, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think that a lot of companies kind of took that approach. That, like, well, graphical fidelity shows better in a sizzle reel and in screenshots and in art than anything else does.
Are you telling me you can't screenshot a high frame rate?
I mean, you can. You just have to screenshot it a lot over a
120
very
times
quick,
in a
very
second.
short period of time, and show it as a like slideshow.
Just GIF it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, that is like there's some really good GIF material out of the high frame rate games.
Do you think there's any question about the Series X's ability to consistently run it at 120?
No, I don't think there is, because it's multiplayer, so you're locked into it. You're in a self-contained map.
Yeah, there isn't really any
huge
asset regeneration that needs to happen, or any load-in that they won't hide things when people aren't looking at them, like they would in a normal single-player campaign to reduce load times. They'll just put it all in there at once. Sure. Again, I wonder what this effect will have on the game. Probably negligible, but it'll look good.
I wonder how much it'll have, how much effect it'll have on the haves and the have-nots with the high refresh rate monitors. Like someone playing on their fancy monitor versus someone just playing on their couch on the TV. How much advantage? Because it is a real advantage in reflex time, reaction time, processing time. So I wonder if that's because it's starting to get into like your better PC versus your not so good PC in a multiplayer game.
Yeah, which is something we've always wanted to avoid with consoles. I mean, that was the whole point they were invented. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of need to see it side by side, and I'm sure there will be. Like, I think for the regular user or the regular player, they're probably not going to have too much of a notice. I mean, again, it'll only be top of the line people who really can take advantage of having slightly more FPS.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as, if they have a FOV slider in there as well. Like, well...
Yeah.
It's always going to be the case, but... the 120 FPS thing doesn't really... like, it's like, okay, that's interesting and it looks good for a marketing term, but the free-to-play thing is more what I'm actually interested in.
Free-to-play is a big pull, in my opinion.
Why do you guys think it's positive? Because as soon as I hear free-to-play, my thoughts is negative straight away.
Well, okay, I think from our perspective, like, for me personally, it's definitely a negative. Like, because it's going to be like, okay, well, it's going to be filled with microtransactions, which... To be fair, they already had stuff like that in Halo 5 with their card packs for...
with the rec packs.
What was it, Warzone, I think what the mode was? Or whatever?
Yeah, it's Warzone.
Warzone, yeah, which was a cool mode, but yeah, again, was all just card packs and crap, basically. And I suspect we'll probably see more of that in Infinite.
Were they egregious, or were they pretty okay?
It was just the one
I wouldn't say... Yeah, I wouldn't say, like, anywhere to the point of, like, you complaining about Gears of War 4.
No, nothing like that, no. But I think, like, again, it was the one...
That can only be surpassed by Gears of War 5 from what I hear about the game, and I thank my stars every day I made that decision not to play that.
But Rec Pats, it was kind of balanced approach because the amount of kills would build your level during the match, and then say a Scorpion might be 7 stars, but you would have earned it, and it's like spending those points at that point in time, if that makes sense.
Yes, I mean, having more cards gives you more options, but you can't just throw down a Wraith right at the beginning of the match or anything like that. So
you can't just buy something that's massively going to give you a advantage over every other player.
Yeah,
No, you just
Still
give-
skill
just buy
dependent.
more options.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is probably not the worst way of doing it. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it was more the random element of the cards that you got that I wasn't a huge fan of. Because it was essentially just loot boxes all over again. But it was just that one mode, and it was a cool mode, but it wasn't hugely popular. I mean, well, Halo 5 wasn't hugely popular, to be fair. But I'm sure we'll see more of that kind of stuff in this. I mean, it's still 343 making it. And if it's going to be free to play, I mean, like, it makes sense because if you think about it, like, what are the big multiplayer things at the moment?
Fortnite, Warzone.
Fortnite.
Realm Royale.
Yep.
Oh, what? Alright, so one of
That
those is
definitely
true.
one of the games that are free to
It
play.
is free to play. Yeah,
Warzone.
Crossfire.
Is Valorant
will be-
free to play?
Yeah, Crossfire multiplayer will be.
Valorant is not. It's beta.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Closed
Rogue
beta.
Company.
Rogue Company, yeah.
If you know the right people, Rocket Arena.
Yeah, apparently. So I think that
Or if you get a
like,
code
they don't
quick
really, I
enough.
think they don't really have a choice in this matter. And also, I think we're getting to that point where, and I think we'll see this with Crossfire X, where they're like, oh, hey, the multiplayer is free to play and is like the existing multiplayer, but also we're going to get Remedy to do a single player campaign that's going to be basically completely separate.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
think
what
Crackdown
Fortnite did,
style.
I suppose. Not that
Yeah,
anyone
exactly. I mean,
actually
kind of the other
played
way
the
around.
campaign for Fortnite, but
Sure, but
yeah.
I think we're going to see
Fortnite
more.
campaign's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but I think they expect the Halo single player to be somewhat successful.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes.
With that and Fortnite.
It's kind of weird. I guess the four of us are probably in the same boat. I mean, I know, Chin, you're probably not going to play it, but having it as free to play, it's going to be free to us in Game Pass anyway, so it's like a bit of a moot point.
And also, free to play means you won't need Xbox Live Gold for it. I don't think.
Also true. Yeah.
I've been hoping that they make that change because it does seem like a dumb requirement, but hopefully have they
Because
confirmed
everything
that they're
free-to-play
making
doesn't
that?
need Gold.
No, that's the rumor. We spoke a little bit about it last week, but the talk is that they'll remove that requirement in favor of pushing Ultimate with xCloud as a you can buy xCloud, you can buy Game Pass separately, or you get them both together in Ultimate with PC Game Pass as well.
Well, they did rebrand Game Pass.
They did, yeah.
Slightly, so...
It means nothing though. It's still Xbox Game Pass.
I
It's
know,
still the
but
Xbox
like...
logo.
Why else would you rebrand it?
Because otherwise you're saying Xbox Game Pass. The logo means Xbox.
I guess that's true, but
They put out an explainer for this. They put out an explainer tweet.
really
What,
that's-
the tweet. Oh, God.
No, I'll find it and I'll put it in the stuff, but they explained this already.
okay. Right.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
AITA Reddit.
I think it's a good idea in terms of accessibility.
Yeah, I mean, and
Gets more people in the ecosystem too.
And you're right that it is essentially just going to be in Game Pass, and it doesn't really matter whether it's free to play to most people. But now it's free to play to everybody, so and also it's probably a good jumping off point for a lot of people to play it and say, hey, I might want to play the single player and it's on Game Pass, so I'll just try it for $10, and suddenly bang, you're in the ecosystem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, the Battle Pass,
Yes,
like every other game.
of course.
Yep.
Which that's the worst news.
It depends. As long as you can buy the next Battle Pass from playing long enough in this Battle Pass, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
That's your solid model.
Yeah.
That's like Fortnite does that, Rocket League does that. As long as you can earn enough premium currency where you can't buy anything else, but you can get the next Battle Pass with the next premium version of the Battle Pass or whatever.
This picture.
Which one are you laughing at? Which one?
The second
baking
one,
or
but the first one is bad. But
Okay.
the second one.
bacon one's pretty good too.
8 letters divided by 2 words equals 4, and this is for all of you.
I know. It's so good. Costs less to get as a tattoo.
Yep.
Has cool stacked variation.
Uses less ink
Covers less
if
of
you
gameplay
print
where
it
we've got
out.
to put it in trailers and stuff.
Yep.
Thicker font. Oh,
Thick with
Yeah,
two C's.
That was
I had a
posted
good
by
chuckle.
Xbox Game Pass on their Twitter.
I had a really good chuckle when I saw it today.
Well, I mean,
Did they
yeah,
really post this, or are you trolling?
No,
They
this is
posted-
legitimately
they
Yeah.
only
posted.
post- the Xbox Game Pass Twitter
Oh.
account is they got some top quality.
It's very
bands.
good.
It's
very
it's
good.
very good.
Pretty fire.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Okay. So yeah, I think it's probably a good thing. Yeah.
I think it's an inevitable thing that they would have had to have done. Really, I think it's the smart choice. But
Yeah.
whether it turns out well for them or not, I don't know. But I'm sure it'll get some people interested.
This game
100
seems...
Halos jump out of a jump.
Not this again.
Do we think there'll be a battle royale?
Well,
mode?
I think they already came out and said that there isn't going to be a battle royale mode at launch.
Yeah.
So whether that's down the
Okay,
line,
there's your
yeah.
keywords.
yeah, again, we're not counting out everything, but they definitely said there isn't one so far. And looking at how adding one in later with like Battlefield 5 did, I don't know if they're going to be
I
jumping
don't
on.
think that's a great
idea.
idea.
But didn't the most recent Call of Duty add it in afterwards, or kind of?
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
because
But
Warzone is
Warzone's-
now its own thing, and that
Yeah,
did come out
it-
separately, but it is a whole different game, technically.
But it has to be launched through Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Does it though?
it doesn't look.
Yep.
Yeah, but you get.
Okay.
You have to download Modern Warfare in its entirety.
Yeah.
And you go through it's like the Fortnite thing where
Yeah,
you're just
okay.
going through a different part of the launcher,
to get to it, yeah, which
the
is
launch campaign or
okay,
battle or
whatever.
Warzone. That's why.
Yeah, but it's
people
not like you
freaking-
have to purchase it.
No, you do not have to purchase.
Yeah,
but
so
you have
there's
to
no
download
issue.
all of
Yeah.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, they'll just be getting the assets though.
Yes,
That sounds like bloatware to me.
Well, you're downloading the exact same file that you do if you purchase Modern
you just
Warfare.
don't have
So
access to the actual.
I feel like there's more of the asset, more than just the assets.
Yeah.
It's also to be like, hey.
But then if
it's
you
like,
do
hey,
wanna
yeah,
purchase
exactly,
Modern
exactly.
Warfare-
It's like, hey, click this button, download this 5 kilobyte key, and suddenly you own it.
Yep. That's how
how
they
they
get
get
you.
Yeah.
How they get you. All right, we good?
Yep, we
Yep.
Gucci.
Alex,
Yes. Little surprise.
do you have Battletoads?
No.
You're about to.
Oh, man.
Exactly, you're about to.
I love that.
Because suddenly, sometime this month, Battletoads is launching into Game Pass.
I know. You know what? Most of the people aren't going to get that
Okay.
meme anymore. It's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
it
that's
took me
nice.
a second. I started
Like-
laughing because I always love that meme. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hang on a minute, what's this from again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. August 20th. Battletoads is weird because they showed it
Okay.
E3 2017 or 2018.
2018, I'm
for
pretty
like
sure.
20 seconds.
Yep. And they were like, "Hey,
And then-
Battletoads," and it looked terrible.
And everyone
And they
hated
didn't show
it.
anything. Yeah, they didn't show anything last E3, and then
Yeah. And this
XO
yeah.
20 or something.
And then they basically didn't talk about it. And everyone's like, "Oh, I guess it's cancelled or dead or whatever."
Yeah, like
just
they're like,
in
oh, it's
development
coming
hell.
out this year. 2 years ago.
Yep.
It looks very, very different from what I remember seeing at E3.
Yep. I think
Looks
so too.
good.
It actually does look good.
It looks better than it did. I remember
It looks
playing,
like your Saturday morning cartoon.
It's much more
Yeah.
stylistic than they previously pushed.
Which I think is probably the right direction.
Yeah, that's that's the kind of thing that will look better in 10 years.
You know what style though has taught me about video games, especially from Cuphead. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
Battletoads. Of course, it'll be difficult.
Yeah. Did you play the first Battletoads, Cameron? It is
Nah.
the last two
before my
levels. Oh my lord.
Did you get through that loop of...
Actually, have I done on a replay? I might have.
Yeah, I did it
Oh,
on replay.
I'm
You
just
can
looking
cheese
at the
your way through
trailer.
most
They
of that,
got the
thankfully.
loop of death.
Okay.
Infinite loop or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
the
3
turbo loop.
minutes.
Yeah, I still need to.
Which
Yeah.
one's that one? Which one's the infinite
Just,
loop of death?
just this loop that you have to go through for 3 minutes straight. Memorize.
Yeah, I need to get someone with the Cronus just to put that together for me because.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Last
I
time
need to do it myself. to
Last
begin
time
with,
I
to be honest.
played it, I played it with my friend, and there's a glitch in co-op, and you can't actually get through the bit where you're riding the scooters in co-op because they don't adjust the time for 2 people to get through. And you
Oh,
always
wow.
get caught.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So that's as far as I got that time. But yeah, I got into the second to last level where you're climbing the tower. I think that's the furthest I ever got. And then I think the level after that's the boss. But it is a very difficult game.
Yeah, as most side-scrolling brawlers were of the era, where they essentially were just like, hey, just punish you because the game's short, so don't finish it too quickly.
That was their replay value.
Yeah.
Try again.
Though they have said that the new approach focuses on maintaining the mayhem while ensuring you have enough options to play at your own pace.
They talk a lot about accessibility. So
So I think if it released in that same level of difficulty now, I don't think it would be as successful. You know, in the 90s and even the late 80s when they were all hard as nails, I mean, what was your option? Play another one that's as hard as nails. You know, now people
Play
go,
Lion King.
I can't. Oh yeah, yeah. I can't pass the second level. No, I'm done with this. I'll go play one of the other hundreds or thousands of games that are around.
I spent $100 on this game. I can't get past the second level. I'm done.
yeah, well,
No.
that's when
got
you
nothing
put
else
on the
to do, and you've
headband,
got no
start
money
the
left.
Rocky
You're playing that
montage,
game.
and get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
best around.
like you have said though, it does look a lot better. It looks like it would be a fun, and it's 3-player co-op as well. I think.
Couch co-op.
Couch co-op.
Yeah, couch co-op.
Oh, I always miss couch on co-op. I always just think co-op. I actually tried to play Kane and Lynch co-op with Mad Rocketansky the other day. It's not online co-op.
No, it is not.
No. Yeah.
It's also an awful
I'm
game.
just- I'm just glad we can play couch co-op when, you know, we're in the middle of the pandemic and all our friends are coming over and...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're just going to recreate that LAN party picture where the guy taped to the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy. Yeah.
Right, so do we think the list is going to be disgusting?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I think
There'll
there might
be
be
at
one
least
or
a
two.
few...
There's
I think
going
there'll
to
be
be
one or
a
two.
one credited. There's going to be a finish it on the hardest difficulty. Like I think the rest of it.
1
It'll
CC
be-
hardest
it'll be-
mode S rank every level.
It'll be like a 4 out of 10, except for like free achievements that bring it up to like a 9.
Exactly, yeah. It's going to have a massively inflated ratio.
And they'll have the lowest gamer score.
Yeah, they'll be like 5 points each.
Yeah.
Oh, at least that's
'Cause
better
of
than
course.
0.
Don't even talk to me about that. Yeah, I'll get to that anyway.
No. Because if they make them 0 pointers, people like Cameron won't get them. They have to make
They
them
don't
worth
count.
something.
They don't count.
Yeah,
Perfect, they don't
that's
count,
not
it's
that's a
fine.
bad hot take, Cameron. It's still a bad hot take. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Timefall cemented that in my memory for me. So
Am I the
bad.
only one that's got both of those here?
Yeah, because you're a crazy person.
yeah,
I
one's
also haven't
missable.
played it, so
So that's it. Sounds like a yes. All right.
One of the best games.
Did not play Titanfall 1 for that exact reason.
yep.
It's not that bad.
Great game.
All right. We're done with Battletoads.
I am. I'm not even starting with Battletoads. That's how done I am. No, if the list is reasonable and it's Xbox Play Anywhere and I can find a good trainer on, I can get the skills on Windows 10, then, you know, maybe I play it and finish the 30-hour game in 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Save it for your 1 mil.
Oh man! Actually, if it's got a good achievement and it's a reasonable list, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If they have an achievement of do you have Battletoads, would be a pretty good one to get your million on.
You would hope that
Yeah.
they would be aware enough to put that in. Surely they are.
Yeah, leaning into the memes.
Yeah, but it's the one boring guy in the basement who's making the achievement list.
Yeah, that's true. That's the same for all the games, right? They've outsourced it to
It's the
one
same
guy.
guy.
Going back to Halo, I really wish that there's a Craig.
No, we're not going back to Halo.
Craig
Moving forward.
achievement.
No, there might be a Craig achievement.
It's like the achievement. Can it run Crisis in Crisis?
It's great, yeah. That's
Like you
achievement
gotta
you get.
you gotta put it in. You gotta put it in because even the people that don't like achievements or don't care about achievements, if that pops up and they understand the meme,
like, "Hey."
they're gonna really enjoy that reference. Let's put it
I
early
like
in the
how they
game.
also added a picture. Basically, it's a picture. The achievement picture is a picture of the computer on fire. For that one as well. So yeah, they really leaned into it.
It's good. Something, speaking of
I was going to say, coming
into
back
it,
down to earth.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's fine. The pun was so bad and grounded.
Oh boy. I'm just
All right,
writing that down
everybody
in the
mute
clips
Matt.
so we can
That's
edit
fine.
it.
Yeah,
out.
that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
Isolate.
Grounded did a really good little promo in the Xbox showcase. Calling itself the smallest game in the world.
Yep. Coming from the studio
That
that
was
does
great.
The biggest game in the world.
We talked about it
Cyberpunk.
last week, and I still can't get over
Yeah,
it.
it's great.
That was brilliant. That's the best. I love self-deprecating humor. But it's been pretty popular. It's 2 days. It's been released. For the last 2 days, it's been in the Xbox Game Preview program and Steam Early Access, and has had over 1 million players, which is pretty good.
Not bad.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
2 days.
Given
Good size.
It is a very good
you
size.
either have to have Game Pass or pay for it, that's not bad.
Are we going to play it?
Hell no.
Shin might.
When achievements come in, maybe.
ChinDocta might play it.
I will
ChinDocta
have a
give it
look.
Run.
I'll have a look at what the achievement list is like. It's
We
not.
should all play it on alts and have fun for 2 hours and go, man, this game was really fun. Oh, the achievement list is awful. Never going back to it.
I mean, that's...
We honestly should.
Yeah, we might do that, actually.
No, we should get somebody in here to play it with the proper tag. And then just
Okay, Cameron.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
sound
that's-
like
thanks
you
for
volunteered.
No, that wasn't me volunteering. That
It
was
sound
sure
like you're
sounded like
volunteering.
it, yeah.
No, would you,
But, I mean, 3 out of 4.
Uh,
heard
what we
Cameron
should
say,
do is get
I'll play.
is be like, hey, Brad, we should play this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, exactly.
Grounded, the call of the wild. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
no
exactly.
worries.
No, he's not allowed to play. He's grounded.
No.
You just
no,
made
I
the
already
same
made
joke
joke.
that Matt
No,
did.
That was bad.
absolutely not.
That was
I'm putting the
bad.
kibosh on this. The puns.
Is this
No, I picked
is it
Cameron.
confirmed as being a live service game? This one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a survival live service game. Apparently, it was only made by like 13 people at Obsidian, so it's like a pretty.
Look,
13, yeah.
I
Wow.
was going to avoid calling it a small project, but like apparently it is. Like they actually.
Is an undersized team.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Those
not the brightest tool in the shed.
those live service games is what turns me away. I'd like to be able
Yeah.
to finish my games and move on.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Again, we wanted you to know that this journey is just the start of the adventure. We were making continued updates and fixes to ensure the best player experience possible. So,
And if
So
that
were Fallout
means
76.
God. If that means just fixing your game so
Same.
that it works properly, that's fine with me. But I think we all know that that's not what it means.
it's going to be some DLC spiders. DLC
Oh, those
centipedes.
spiders, man! Those spiders are for real. They're
look.
they're crazy.
If they bring back any of the actors from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
Yeah.
I'd probably touch
What does
this.
Rick Moranis do?
Every month they're looking at updates.
They can make a playable
Every
character, a
month.
microtransaction to have some of those people.
Sure.
Every month is way too often, right? Like,
Not every month.
how much
but
can you really get updated in a month, or add what? Like, how much content can you add a month in a
Well,
month?
I
really?
guess the thing is that it's technically still in early access, so they'll be adding a lot to it. When it finally comes out, I'm sure the content updates will slow down a bit.
Yeah, good, because that's
Yeah, I would think so, and I think that the content, because again, they're still building the game, so I think it's a little bit different than putting DLC out for it. I'm not a fan of the whole early access thing. I think paying for a game before it's complete is a bad thing in general.
Unless you're really, really keen on it.
Yeah,
I like that
don't-
it's in Game Pass.
yeah, like
so-
Game Pass is a good fit for it, I suppose, but I don't know.
don't they usually for those early access games give you some sort of discount because you aren't getting the full game, you
Usually,
aren't
yeah.
paying the full price?
Yeah, usually it's like 20% off or something. But again, if you're going to be buying this kind of stuff, you probably want to wait for a sale anyway. Again, I like it's definitely not my kind of game. I hate survival games. I hate life services, and I'm not a huge fan of spiders. So really, this is just a triple threat. Like I'm out.
Right. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to push it to Matt's
God.
console
Well,
right now.
When they release physical copies, just send
Actually,
him the copy and read back in the mail.
Oh
Play Anywhere?
boy. Let's not do
Xbox
that.
Game Pass for PC though, and I definitely have Matt's login.
oh damn, my laptop will not be able to run this.
No, that's fine. you can play it on your console after I've popped an achievement on your tag for you.
Well, let's lock it down.
Actually, you know what? You definitely also maybe have mine, so I'm not.
Yeah.
Just remember, you can definitely
it's
screw
like
me
this
over
is
a lot
the-
more than I can.
It's thermonuclear achievements. The only winning move is not to pop anything.
We're literally just popping the worst things on each other's accounts, just like, yeah, well, you got that on my tag. Look at this one on yours.
All right, so we got Grawl.
I mean, not that we share
we've got
accounts or anything.
Homefront.
That would be against TOS, and we wouldn't.
Absolutely, this is all theoretical and just for laughs.
Okay.
Anyway, what have you been playing?
Yeah, moving on to what we've been playing. I guess I'll go first because it wasn't really much. I finished Maneater.
Mm-hmm.
So I think last time I left off, I had either 2 or 3 areas to go, and I had basically most of the upgrades that mattered. So I just put on the ones that made me swim faster, so I could get to all the collectibles really quick. And I'd finished all of the boat combat stuff, except for the final boss. So didn't need to do any boat combat, so I didn't need any of those upgrades equipped. So it took me like an hour and a half to finish the last 2 areas. It overstays its welcome a little, just only because the final area is really big and you have hit a peak in your level. You can't get any stronger than you're currently. You're max strength, and then they just throw things that do more damage and have more health, and it just takes you longer to beat them. That's the only issue. If they sort of kept things like you are the most powerful thing you will be at this point, you not even like you are way stronger, you are on equal footing to the things you are now fighting that are also at the max level. It's just, it's not hard at that point, it's just a slog trying to get through all their health. But it was alright. Yeah, it's a solid 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Definitely not worth full price.
What is it, $40
get it on a
full
sale.
price?
What is it?
Is it $40? I
think
don't know.
60 Australian.
Oh, really?
But I'm not 100%. Yeah, 40 US, so must have been 60 Australian.
That's what I was
It's not like a
thinking,
budget title.
No, it's not a AAA, but it's in solid double A pricing.
Yeah. But not necessarily
which
double A
is-
quality.
Too much. I also did Minecraft Android because I went camping on Saturday, so I got back Sunday. Didn't have any service while I was out there, so I definitely ignored all of you for good reason. Not just because I'm a terrible person, but because I'm a terrible person and I was away. Not only the bad person bit, there's only half of it. But yeah, did Minecraft Android when I came back on my girlfriend's phone because she had an Android and had already purchased Minecraft ages ago, so I was like, oh cool, I'm just going to sign myself in, get them done. And did a little bit of Minecraft Kindle today because I was like 10 points behind Alex and I couldn't let that stand. So now I'm 40 points above Alex this week.
So how many active versions do you have of Minecraft on the go?
I only have the Kindle left to do.
No, I mean how many, if they release an update, how many times are you going to have to do it?
Xbox One, Windows 10, iOS, Switch, Kindle, Android, 6.
Kindle is one of the ones that's being discontinued, isn't it?
Older versions will not be supported. So older versions of Kindles won't be supported, but the Kindle version of Minecraft itself is still being supported. Right. Same with Gear VR. Apple TV's been dead in the water for ages. But yeah, so the game itself is still being updated, but your older Kindle may not be supported for newer versions of the game.
Apple TV's stuck with discontinued as well, isn't it? Because it got stuck on a certain update.
The current version of Apple TV has broken achievements and it won't ever get updated again.
Yeah.
Oof.
So don't start that.
6
So
versions.
don't start that one. But all the other ones are okay to start, assuming you have reasonable devices or emulate reasonable devices. I mean, what? But yeah. So I ended up with... Oh, I had it up a second ago. Why did I get rid of it?
Jeez, you must be really good at blue stacking those stuff.
Yep. 3,530 Gamerscore.
Nice.
So that was me.
Good job.
It was a good week. Well, only because he's there. Meh.
Alright. I finished up Terminator Resistance. Still pretty good. Still had a good time with it. Played it on easy. Got like an overpowered weapon. Put a bunch of chips into it and just shoot the heads off of T-800s really easily. Take down giant HK-47s and all kinds of stuff. That game's surprisingly deep. It has the whole inventory system, has an upgrade system for your guns, a leveling system, conversation trees. There's a romance option. There's like 2 sex scenes in the game. Like I was like, whoa! Ooh. Like I was not expecting them to actually put some effort into this game. It's weird. In terms of actual gameplay, it's pretty samey. It's sneak around and then till you get into a good position, then shoot some robots, and the robots don't really change all that much. I mean, it's your typical Terminator fare. You've got T-800s, you've got T-850s, T-825s, and then you've got like spider droids, drones, the hunter-killers, and then like a tank. So it's pretty samey. But I would recommend it. Again, the ratio on it's super low, and it's really easy to get through. And like you only need to get like 10 of the 33 collectibles, pretty much. So, the walkthrough on TA is really good. I also played Fibbage.
Sorry.
No worries. I also played Fibbage. Needed to do a 2014 game for the kitchen sink this month. So chuck that in. Set up a bunch of private windows to just set
the
up
old session box extension in Chrome.
No, but same sort of thing.
Mm.
So yeah, got all that done. I decided to just do it quickly and not write funny answers to myself like I did last time. It's pretty easy.
How did you go with the pathological liar?
Wasn't too bad actually. I was just complaining about it taking too long, and then it literally popped like the next question. So I was like, oh, okay, perfect. It was
very good.
The Jackbox guys have a really good sense of timing. So that was pretty easy. Just had it running in the background. Also played Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I talked about it a couple weeks back. That I'd gotten through the rest of it, and all I had left to do was the hard mode playthrough. And I did one playthrough, and I got to the bit where there's the flash, and suddenly you're in the water, and the water monster comes and kills you. And I fell off a box and got eaten immediately. And because hard mode doesn't have any autosaves, I had to go right back to the beginning. So I was pretty tilted.
Of the whole game?
Yeah.
Is this like Remnant tilted, or
not quite Remnant tilted? But I was.
Okay.
To be fair, I had just finished the main playthrough of the game, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll just do another run through." And it'd been a long day, so I decided I was like, "Well, I should probably give it another go." That part is not that far into the game; it's only like 5 or 6 levels in. So I decided, okay, I'll go through it, and it recommends you save right after that bit. So I watched the video to make sure I didn't screw it up. And I got through it. I got through all the game pretty easily. There was a couple of bits where I got stuck, but they give you, like, if you follow the walkthrough, you get more than enough tinder boxes to save pretty much everywhere you need to, and enough lantern fuel that you don't go insane. I'm still not a huge fan of the sanity mechanic. I understand that they want to make it so that you can't just creep your way past all the monsters and hide in the dark all the time, but there isn't really a good way to recover sanity other than making progress in the game or standing by a light for half an hour, basically. But it's a good game. It's definitely showing its age. I'm hoping that they make another one. It would be really cool. I enjoyed Machine for Pigs a little bit more, even though I know that it was controversial because it didn't really have an inventory system and it was more of a walking sim. But it was made by the same people who made DRS, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, so I got that last achievement. Some nice ratio on that one too. It's like a 100-point achievement, and it's got like a 3 or 4.0 ratio, I think. So not bad. And then we did some Remnant. So
yeah, boy.
Yeah. So Cameron and I played some Remnant from the Ashes, which is still one of the worst titles of all time. Still a really good game. Finally made it through 10 waves of survival.
Trying to think what our final boss was. It was
the
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so it was the
Tumbleweed.
Yeah, Tumbleweed. We got very lucky with our boss pick. We only got one really annoying boss. Although, to be fair, both of our runs started off. We did one run and we died immediately on the first boss, and then the second run we got the same boss and almost died immediately to him again.
Like I said, the first boss is the hardest bit, and then as soon as you get your speed up, you're fine.
Yeah, but we were pushing it. Like, we only just made it in terms of getting over-leveled by the game. It was very, very close. Like, we went and did round 11, and we died pretty much immediately. So, it could have gone very, very badly. But we got the 10. So now, basically, it's just fragment grinding to get the rest of the armor skins. The armor skins are pretty cool, actually. I grabbed one for my typical loadout, and it's got this kind of like black color scheme with these weird glowing bits, which is cool. But really, that's just going to be a bunch of grinding. I mean, you know, I'm debating whether I want to grind it now or whether I want to wait for the new DLC to come out, because I think it comes out at the end of the month. And
20th of August, and it should drop on all platforms.
Right. So chances are that you'll get glowing fragments just by playing through that anyway. So I might just wait. But we'll see. I also, this afternoon, finished up Jackbox Party Pack 3. I kind of wanted just something relatively mindless to work on. It's been a long week. It's only Tuesday. So I decided, I was like, well, I'm just going to chuck this in. Again, set up a bunch of session box stuff. Did all those, finished up. The hardest one was probably TKO. Trying to get all those shirts. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you. Don't do it. I see you there, Cameron. Don't do it. Do not.
Oh, good. It was Cameron that you saw. Yeah.
Deflect. Go Kirby.
No. Absolutely.
What color was Matt and TKO last time we played?
No.
Black.
No. God, no.
Whoa.
I'm allowed to say it.
I'm
allowed to say it.
Actually, yeah, he's allowed to say it.
That's true. Yeah.
Brad's not allowed to say it. Or you will get kicked from the party again.
But yeah, so I finished that up. There's some fun games. I really like the Trivia Murder Party one. Is actually the best one on there for sure.
Oh, is that the one with the little plush animals that get killed?
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. That was very funny. I like that one.
Also had to do I had to play a bunch of rounds of was it called Faking It or something?
Yeah.
We had to do you got a point for you got to do 40 times.
Mm-hmm. That one's really good. That one actually is really good with a group of people who know each other fairly well.
Yeah, because you have to.
Otherwise, it's
because you have to know things about people, but also it seems super easy to figure out who the faker is.
It's not.
I'd have to actually
because people you get the opportunity to defend yourself if you are and be there are sometimes it's really obvious when you're who's the biggest reader, and you point to the guy that's never read a book before in his life, but then you say things like, no, but he reads a ton of something else. I figured those counted or whatever. You know, it is pretty fun, but it can also be sorry to take over, but the only annoying thing is that you need a majority to vote for a fake, not a majority, a unanimous.
Oh, it has to be unanimous?
Has to be unanimous
to
except for obviously the one who is the faker and can't vote for himself. Yeah. So if it was a majority, that unless it's been updated, if it was a majority, that would make way more sense. Because it has to be basically unanimous, you get one person who's like, yeah, no, but I think it's this person. And you're like, no, let's just all vote for this person and we'll find out if it's them for sure. Yeah, no, but actually, I still think it's okay, I get that. We can deal with that after. Let's just see if this is the... Cool, you didn't vote for the unanimous, and now that's a wasted round. Yeah.
Okay,
so this sounds exactly like Secret Hitler.
It's very much like that. It's a deduction game, so there's a lot of that.
Except you don't need unanimous votes in Secret Hitler.
No, you just need one person with a gun.
You need and for it to be Kirby.
Yes, exactly.
Always Kirby.
Always Kirby. Just shoot him
Kirby.
anyway.
And when it's not Kirby, it's always Cameron.
What, Hitler or Nazi?
The problem is me and Matt trust each other too much in that game.
No, they were two butt buddies.
Yeah, you are quite trusting, actually.
Yeah. And then so Dante's Inferno, the Trials DLC went down. Got it discontinued on it a couple of days ago, I think it was. So now it just dropped. So now that it's just been restored, apparently the servers are back up.
Yes. And the Trials of St. Lucia DLC is proper. but just not on the old 360 storefront.
You have to buy it through
There's a
the-
new like Xbox One style storefront page that they've got up because I just bought it now because
Same.
like just in case.
Yep.
And now I'm buying Dante's Inferno digitally because I hate myself and I need to get it done.
Pretty sure it was Games with Gold at some point, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. Wish I hadn't literally just pressed confirm and the purchase has gone through.
I could have sent you a physical copy.
Get a
No,
refund.
you couldn't have. I don't
get
want
a
your
refund.
physical copy from Victoria, buddy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound safe. Yeah, so
Include a
breathe
sanitizer
all
wipe
over
when
it.
you send it to him.
But now me and Matt can do the Trials of St. Lucia co-op.
No,
together.
no.
He wants a competent partner, Cameron.
yeah, like this is gonna be an absolute nightmare.
It's
It's
awful.
really, really difficult. Like looking at my friends list, one person has finished this achievement out of the heap of people that have played this.
Mhm.
I
I have I think I've let me have a look. Which one is it? That's the 250,000 player score?
no, it's the complete all
No.
all 25 trials and 5 co-op ones.
What? Oh, 50 gold and
25
25 platinum. Oh, there.
It's
There,
in the
It's
trial?
in the trial. Got it. Yeah, no, I see it now. Yep, I have 2. And it's literally the 2 that did it together, and one of them carried the other one.
Yeah, so this is going to be arduous to say the least.
I've got one, jeez.
So we'll see.
Which is why it's going to be so fun together, because you don't want to have to put up with Cameron.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to. You have to do a lot of it on your own. You have to do the main stuff on your own anyway. So we'll get to the co-op when we get to the co-op.
Yeah. Yes, we will get to the co-op when we get to it.
I've done Remnant. I can free myself with this now.
And then I also started Hitman 2 because I was like, hey, I kind of want to just work on something that I know a lot about and want to get some decent ratio and clean this off my tag. So I'll do Hitman 2. And I went on and it's like, oh cool, I've got all the legacy content, so I'll just play all the old maps again and get all the achievements again. I was like, oh hey, why is this grayed out? So I went and clicked on like one of the other maps. It's like, oh hey, you don't own this. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I do. Pretty sure I've got this DLC. And it's like, nope, no you don't. You don't own it. You only own the first DLC pack. So consulting with you, Kirby. So I'm not crazy, right? They definitely rolled this back.
I know they pushed a big, hey, we have or it was accidental where Hitman 2 proper was free.
Right.
The proper thing, full game, was free. I don't know if it was like all the DLC, but it was at least full base game was free. Yeah. And I obviously I didn't touch it for ages, and then clearly it doesn't work, so it was probably a mistake, and they pulled it back.
Yeah, because I've got it gives you the first episode of the main game, and then I don't have any of the other episodes for it. But I have the expansion pass that gives you all the other extra DLC episodes along with the legacy stuff. So I have everything but the main campaign, which means I probably need to buy it again or something. I don't know. I'll work it out. But I was like, oh great, well now I've got this 200 achievement game on my tag that I can't finish currently. 146 achievements, so that'll probably be my next sort of project. I'm also thinking about starting Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Okay.
Kind of got that sitting there.
You sure?
Yeah,
Not the kind of game I would expect you to
we'll see.
go after.
I mean, I own it, so I need to finish it at some stage. There's stuff that's been sitting in my backlog forever. I'm trying to clean out a lot of my Xbox One collection, just because I want it.
Just in case it goes down and you've only got the 360 left?
No, but just because I kind of want to clear it out because I can remove those games easier. And I kind of just everything on the 360 is stuff that I've already started and I haven't finished for a good reason. There's not really a lot on the 360. There's oh hey, this brand new game came out that I haven't heard of that looks really good. It's no, it's it's Risen 2, or it's State of Decay, or all this kind of stuff that I'm just I've started this and now I have to go back to it at some stage, but I'm just really not enjoying any of it. So I've just been playing Xbox One games that I haven't started and just kind of trying to at least have some more fun with video games, which is a novel concept, I know.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, I know. I've completely lost my marbles. So yeah, that puts
Disgusting.
me at 4,630 for this week.
Not bad.
Good job.
Alex?
All right. I'm next. All right. I've got a few things to catch everyone up on. I finished up Condemned, so after my follies with last time, with the last 4 achievements not locking, I actually had to move all my saves out of the cloud and restart the game from the start, not from replay a chapter. Got to chapter 5 and 3 of the 4 achievements unlocked, and I thought it was going to be chapter 5 because when I was having the saving issues and I pressed continue, it loaded me into chapter 5. And I think it only takes the most recent time you finished a level or played a level, and I didn't go and finish the level when I loaded that. So got most of them then, and then got the last one at the end of chapter 8, so I didn't have to play the last 2 levels. I got through that in like a day. Started like 11:30 and finished it just before dinner, I think it was. Maybe it was just after dinner.
Well, once you know how the game works, like you can get through it pretty quick.
Wow. I've how many times have I played it now? Is it the 4th time?
You're an expert now.
I can't even remember. I'm just about getting ready to go speedrunning. But for a 15-year-old game, it is actually still pretty good. You know, there's a few rough edges around there, but it's a suitably spooky game. And that chapter 5 with the mannequins, that's the worst, man. It's the worst.
That got me to a fair few times.
I was thinking about it actually because the Condemned series has got 2 of the scariest things. Like the mannequins in the first one is
and the bear in the
very bad. Hey?
And the bear in the second one?
Is there a bear?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember a bear in the second one.
Yep,
The second one, the worst part in the second one is when you're in the baby factory. The toy factory.
Yeah.
And those babies come and attack you and you can't see them because they're so short and they're making... forget about that, man. No way.
Kick the baby.
Yes,
that is if I could in that game, I absolutely would. But anyway, the other game I played, Need for Speed Pro Street. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it because I'm so salty about this game. But I think this might be the first game, Need for Speed game that had rubber banding in it. Because not in terms of racers catching you up when they get too far behind, but when you have certain cars at certain levels with certain parts in them, the requirements change for you to get enough points to dominate race days, and the requirements change to get enough points to get the Rio record achievements. And I went and had a look at the solutions. They're like, get the Supra at level 2 and get this quick and you'll get the achievement, and it did not happen for me. So I missed one of the Rio record achievements for that. I also couldn't dominate a race day on the way to, I think it was the grip boss. So the game has like a grip boss, a drag boss, a drift boss, and a speed boss, and then you have the Showdown King that you race. Funnily enough, you can race the Showdown King before you beat all the other bosses. Figure that out. But you have to dominate the race days to unlock that grip boss, and the level before it, I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. I finished all the levels. I came first considerably well, and I was still short. And I raced the races I thought I did the worst on a couple of extra times, just could not get enough points, so I couldn't actually reach the boss, and I'm like, well, I could go back and do it with a different car. I'm like, nah, I already hate this game. Man, it's making me so salty just thinking about it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. We're going to talk about something else. So I've been having an issue at the moment where I only have 38 games installed on my Xbox, and maybe half of them I haven't started yet. So I keep looking at games where I'm like, I can't play that because I haven't started it. I can't play that because I need 4 other people. You know, this kind of stuff. So I'm like, what am I going to play? So I went back and played Doom Eternal. I only have 2 achievements left. I have the kills, for the Bloodbath achievement. And Fighter Chip and Soundwave Core are going to help me with that. But the other achievement is for finishing the game on extra lives mode with having at least 10 lives in your inventory. There are... Oh, bless you, Cameron.
Gesundheit.
I think you start on the easiest difficulty with 3 lives, and there are 51 lives in the game, so I've been following along with the guide. At the current place I'm at, I've got 5 levels left. I have 36 lives in my bank, and there's 15 more in the game. So I've died twice, and I died because I think it's an issue with the game. I'm not 100% sure, but the demons surrounded me such that I couldn't actually get out. Like, they pinned me against the wall.
Oh.
And I, like, double jumped up and then double dashed away, and I fell in exactly the same spot and got mauled. Both times. So I'm like, that's fine. It's only 2 lives out of the 51, but I'm coming to the hardest part in the game, and presumably that will mean more deaths. Having said that, if I collect all of the remaining 15 lives, I have to die 40 times in the last 5 levels to avoid this achievement, so hopefully I'm okay.
If anyone can do it, I believe it's you, Alex.
It's just such a terrible achievement. The problem with it is that you can't get some of the other achievements if you play extra lives mode first. Like, you can't replay a level with the cheats on. Conversely, if you play the way I did and went through the campaign on the normal mode, you then have to play the extra live mode all the way through. So you're locked into playing the game twice all the way through. And I think that is not good game design.
Yes, it's pretty lazy, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's lazy. I think they just didn't think of it. I guess you could say that that's lazy. They didn't think about it.
Replayability.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
here's an
one's doing the
artificial way.
multiplayer, so...
Yeah. And the last game I played, I finally got around to finishing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. It's been said before, and it will be said after me. It is a brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant game. I really liked it a lot. I played with my headphones, which, you know, the game recommends you to do, but I know Tarragon was telling me every time I mentioned Hellblade, like, play it with headphones, and other people played with said to play with headphones, so obviously I did. The sound design in that game is excellent. So here's the things I like. The audio is excellent. The graphics, excellent. It's might not be the best game that I've ever seen on the Xbox, but it would be up there, and from such a small team, I think that's a really, really good achievement. The world building, yeah, the game is linear, but just the diversity of the levels that you go through is impressive. There's one point, and this is not a spoiler for the game, but you are essentially wandering through a blood lake where there are corpses grasping at you from the side, and some of them are charred and burnt. It is thundering, it is lightning, and you're fighting against enemies. It is... The graphic design is... tying in with the world building is... I mean, it's so good. It's so good. I just remember looking at that going, I should take a screenshot of this. The voice acting, obviously with the excellent audio, if you've seen some of the videos of the ways that they recorded the audio with their 3D microphone, and they're walking around and, you know, saying the voices and the acting, excellent. Like we talked about before the show, the gameplay is pretty simple, but it's challenging enough that I enjoyed it. There's just a couple of bits in there which the combat is a little bit tight in the area that you're fighting, and it makes it unnecessarily difficult. I don't know if they'll try and do that on purpose. So the things that I didn't like the occasionally wonky camera when you're backed against the wall, that's what I'm talking about. The other thing that I didn't like, I guess you could maybe consider this a very, very minor spoiler for the game, but it is not giving away big plot points, so if you don't want to listen, maybe skip through 45 seconds. But very late in the game, you talk to the main antagonist about getting your husband's soul back, and the main antagonist's not going to give it to you. So you're like, I will fight for you as a slave in Ragnarok if you give my husband's soul back. And I can't even really say this is something I dislike about the game, but the game doesn't go in that direction. But having you fight in Ragnarok, which in itself is a fascinating concept for a video game, could you imagine fighting in Ragnarok as the setting for Hellblade 2? That would be...
It would make sense.
That would be awesome. Anyway, that's, like I said, 2 very, very minor complaints. I enjoyed my time with it a lot. Really looking forward to the second game. I watched the trailer a couple of times for Hellblade 2 after I finished it. Man, I love this game. But the thing with the trailer of the second game, it just looks even better again. Which, I mean, it's a trailer. So you expect that, but I think that they'll probably bring that into the game, given what they've already given us. My game score, yes, slightly less than Kirby's, 3465, but
Ooh,
I am
that's
also
embarrassing.
39 achievements left to 95%.
It's pretty good.
Good job.
Yeah, but
So-
how many do you really have?
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out in 39 achievements time, won't we, Chin? Because I'm turning.
Actually, I can just look now.
I'm turning. Don't tell me, because don't spoil
No,
it.
I won't tell you, but
All right. Because
yeah,
I'm tipping. If I had to guess, I would say I drop 1.5% when I hit 95. So, yeah. Anyway, Cameron, you're next up. What have you been doing, mate?
So hold up, you reckon 39 achievements, you'll hit 95%, yeah?
Yes.
And then you'll switch, and you reckon you'll drop how much?
1.5%.
All right. I'm looking forward to this. All right, start in some achievements, buddy. We'll see you next week.
It'll be interesting. All right, in terms of what I've played this week, I haven't really played much. Umbrella Academy Season 2 dropped, and I've been binge watching that for most of the week.
Nicole was watching
Great
that
season.
today as well.
Oh, it was so good.
I can't
Such a good
remember
season.
what I'm up to.
I haven't started watching it
I
yet,
think-
so no spoilers.
I think I'm up to 5 or how many episodes? Is it 10
10
episodes?
episodes. 10
I
episodes
think I'm
season.
probably at about 5 or 6.
Okay. It's
But
really
again,
good at the
I
end.
went camping on Saturday, so we left early Saturday morning. I got back late Sunday, and then I worked all day Monday, so didn't really get a chance to watch outside of Friday.
So the only 3 games I've really worked on this week, I popped some achievements on Sunday in Retro Tanks. It's basically exactly the same as Tanky Tanks, just with a reskin. And also has a stage mode where you don't have to kill the tanks, but you can just get to the end of the level. So I've just got a few achievements in that to go, and I'm pretty much done.
Is it made by the same people?
It's they're on the list of developers with easy Gamerscore games. I'm just trying to think what it is. Something starting with X?
Oh, Zillion or whatever.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
It's a weird name. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
But yeah, relatively easy. Has the same co-op glitch to do all the, like, getting to stage 50, getting that out of the way, and then co-op so that the other tanks stop shooting at you. So probably 1 to 2 hour completion. Started Road Company. Just on, I don't know why, just
There's a lot of people
felt
talking
like-
about it in Discord.
yeah.
Well, there's a
it's-
few people. Sorry, I shouldn't say a lot. There's a few people.
It's interesting. It feels like a hybrid of Rainbow Six Siege and Overwatch to me.
Okay. Which is interesting, as opposed to the hybrid of CSGO and Overwatch, which is Valorant.
Yeah.
Here are these two really popular things. Now,
Let's
yes.
finish.
But what if?
But saying that, played 1 hour. I got 500 gamer score from it.
Still in beta, yeah?
Yeah.
Or like they say it's in beta, pretty sure.
Yeah, I believe so, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Saying that the hardest things for this game are going to be achievements centered around 100 revives. Nobody cares about reviving in this game. You'll need to specifically run as the healing character. Throws like this drone out that will give revives based off that.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah. There's 100 wins, and then there's playing in a party with 25 for 25 hours. Problem with that is, if you have no friends, you're basically screwed.
Oh, well then. I guess I'm not playing this.
I've really been enjoying it, and then my main issue is like I really want to be working on that achievement at the exact same time. Nope, nobody I know is playing this, except for people that play the exact same game, every exact same game as me. Not calling out anybody specifically in the Discord. Plays every single damn game that I play, just in a completely different time zone that I have no access to. Isn't that right, buddy? You know who you are.
Technically not going anywhere anymore, so every time zone is your time zone.
Yeah, I still go to work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not if you have a job. It's not.
Yeah, I'm like
Oh,
one
what
of
that's
those
like.
people that's essential.
Oh my god, Matt, how does it feel to be Brad?
Oh no! Oh, why? Why would you say such a thing?
Oh, how the tables
Oh,
turn.
okay. Well,
Damn it, I meant turns table.
It could be much worse. Yeah, it could be single.
oof. Big yikes. Big yikes. That's
Do you like
me-
hate me because of my squinty eyes now, or
oh god. See, now my problem is how am I going to cut this up to make it clip of the week? Because it's too long. There's too many good
We
jokes.
love you, Brad. But yeah, no, Rogue Company's actually pretty good. I'm enjoying it. And then if you get in the right group with a competent team, you just absolutely shred. So
yeah,
I think,
I've heard. Oh, I can't remember if it's Rogue Company or Rocket Arena because they both come out relatively recently. Where you're either just zero chance because no one knows how to play video games, or you just like,
you just
like
shred.
oh, so you guys have never played a video game before, huh?
There's
Check
definitely
this out.
there's definitely
Boom.
characters that are very unbalanced in it.
Right.
But of course, they are DLC characters
so-
or purchasable
Is
characters.
this an early access or is it like out?
The website says beta.
Okay. Right.
Okay. But yeah, no, quite enjoyed that. Moving on from that, the majority of my week was spent on one specific, I should say two specific achievements in Revenant. One of them not being mine. Isn't that right, Matt?
Yes.
Yeah. So Matt got carried.
No, hey, whoa, hey, let's no, that is not what happened.
Hey, yes,
There
it
was
is.
no carrying whatsoever.
All right. So if I told you I had recorded you raging in previous weeks,
Yeah, no, look, I've definitely been on tilt, but most of that is Brad's fault. To be fair,
Cameron, before you go too far,
Yep.
you didn't tell me Rogue Company was high res.
I was kind of assuming that you would already know this.
No. This is the Smite and the Realm people.
oh,
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I've linked my Twitch account properly so that I'm going to watch some streams, and if I get a drop for a code, I'll play with you, okay?
There was a code I dropped. There was a free code that I dropped ages ago.
Play Australia, whatever, set Play Australia, press start, did some drops. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have some Twitch streams on in the background. If I get a drop for it, I'll play.
100
Yeah.
codes jump out of a developer.
Oh man, I'm just watching it. Wait, no, this is not. Is it? No, this is CS:GO.
I haven't played CS:GO, so I don't know now, do I?
Yeah, this is definitely CS:GO. You can plant the bomb at A or B. This is CS:GO.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, this is crappy Valorant. Alright, I see.
I'm still having fun with it.
Actually, no, the thing is I know you'll play Valorant with me when it comes to Xbox.
What, me?
So, yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm a sucker for these kind of games. Still gonna get my PUBG done. Anyway, moving back to the Remnant talk and how I carried Matt.
Seriously.
Look, at the very least, you have to accept the fact that I carried you for the glowing fragments.
You helped me with the glowing fragments for sure, but I found a couple myself, so I don't even want to hear it. And also, who was the one when we got to the end of it being like, "Hey, don't look at the traits that I stole." So we get to the end of the game, right? We both died, and he's like, "Oh, hey, don't look at the end screen." I'm like, "Why?" And I look over, and he has like 70 traits.
It was more like
It
100.
was more like 100, right? So I had like
100 compared to your
I had
40.
like 40. And I was like, oh, right, so I'm the one being carried because you've literally stolen literally everything good in the game.
But
How do the traits work? They drop from the
So
bosses?
they drop from regular enemies, and you can find them by exploring the levels. So Cameron was running ahead and grabbing all of them before I could get to them.
Cameron
So
running
I didn't
ahead.
realize they weren't there.
Cameron running ahead. I
Okay,
cannot
okay.
believe that.
this is a
Was there friendly
survival
fire in the
mode.
game?
Yes, there was.
Because if there was, you wouldn't... I'm surprised you were alive for the run.
Well, he was ahead of me. So he was running towards the enemies.
Okay. In survival mode, you have to go fast.
Yes. Yeah,
If
you
you
do
fall
have to
behind,
pull a Sanic.
you die.
Yeah.
And saying that, out of me, Brad, and you, I'm the one who has probably done survival mode the most because I've just grinded this achievement out.
That's true. But no, look, I pulled my weight considerably in there. I pulled clutch on a bunch of those bosses. I didn't want to hear it.
For as much as you allowed him to.
Look, you didn't die on like boss 6 and rage quit again.
Yeah, exactly.
I picture Cameron's way of playing this game and many other games of him just saying, "Every man for himself,"
Yeah, exactly,
as he runs
yeah,
away.
Exactly, yeah. Women and children first. Nah, jokes.
But saying that, like playing Remnant, I've met a few interesting characters, like I talked about. Beanies of Satan and Ascot for Adenubis last week. They were pretty nice. We met some interesting fella the other day now, didn't we, Matt?
Minuteman, I think his name was.
Minuteman. Yeah, he was
He was an interesting guy.
He basically had every single item in the game banked.
Yep, he had like a million. He had like every piece of armor, every gun. He had he was like, oh, I'm about to hit max level, and we're like, what? And he's like, yeah, like 880, and we look at ours and we're like 230. We're like, what?
Yeah,
and we play a lot of Remnant.
And like you said, he's basically the hoarder of Remnant.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand how somebody has that much stuff. But Fashion is Danger.
It's a great name,
great
name for an achievement, by the way. I'm a huge fan of Flight of the Conchords.
Very, very long achievement. What is your percentage at?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a reference.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Posing like a swan. Yeah, I think I'm at like 45%.
Okay, so you're not doing too bad. So there is a method where you can re-roll courses to get fetid pools, which is a 1 in 5 chance. As soon as you get there, you can do a quest line, which is getting the rusted amulet, corroding yourself, and getting a rusted key. Saying that you need at least 2 people to get the rusted keys to get the 25 glowing fragments, which will buy you at least one item. Typically, chest piece will run for 25.
Boots are 15,
pants will run.
And then helmets are 10.
Helmets 10.
So the idea is to buy all the helmets, then buy all the boots, and then the rest of it buy the chest pieces.
Yeah. So best method is basically have you all running solo adventure mode. One of you finds fetid pools, invites the others in, do the rusted amulet quest line, and then just spend the spare one on whatever you feel like, really. A few items there. You can get Heart of Darkness, which I think is the absolute worst amulet in the game.
I mean, the other problem is that like there's not really much other content to use any of this stuff on now, because with this update they really only added that courses bit with some extra dungeons and one boss, and then the rest of it's survival where you can't bring anything that you've earned. So hopefully this next DLC is actually something a bit more interesting.
Well, apparently the next DLC is the biggest.
So, yeah. And then the last one
out of everything.
So.
Yeah, no, I've quite enjoyed it, and hopefully we can get the completion before it leaves Game Pass.
For sure.
Later this month.
as would be.
Yep. But yeah, I barely played anything for the week other than that one achievement, so I got 1200 Gamerscore. You say after I carried you.
Alright. Good. We're done. Well, we're done with that. Yeah?
Alright, what are we going to be done with shortly then, next?
Sales?
Alright, sales. What's on sale?
Well, Game Pass. Stuff leaving Game Pass. First of all, we have 5 titles. One of them doesn't have achievements, so I don't care about that one. Bye-bye. You go bye-bye now.
Wait, which one?
Water tastes like wine.
Wine was Xbox for Game Pass PC without achievements.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. It was one of those ones where it wasn't play anywhere or whatever.
Gotcha, okay, because I was actually quite interested in that. But okay, cool, so nothing to worry about then.
Yeah.
Well, the Gamerscore don't count.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't got time for that.
That's right. It's a pretend game. There are so many pretend games out there.
Yeah.
Kingdom Come Deliverance, Devil May Cry 5, Yoku's Island Express, and Space Hulk Tactics, which I think is Game Pass for PC as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that one does have Chiefs. Maybe.
Yoku's the only one that has like a smaller completion time.
Yeah, I would say if I was going to pick
is-
any of them, I'd pick Yoku's anyway, yeah.
Yoku's probably the only doable before. Well, Devil May Cry 5 is probably doable.
if you're
but-
really
But
good.
you want skill.
But yeah, but that's very skill dependent. That is not an everyman's game.
I don't think it's this podcast game, to be honest.
I got the daily login a bunch of times for a Game Pass quest and didn't pop any achieves. I literally downloaded it to log in like 7 times and not get any achievements.
Right.
Alright. Moving on from that, we have our Gamerscore games from this week's sales. We have Dishonored Death of the Outsider, 70% off, $8.99. Donut County, 50% off, $6.49. Great
Fantastic game.
Etherborn, 50% off, $8.49. Okay game once.
Yeah, not so much that you have to play through it twice, but follow the video guide, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Mechanica, 40% off, $3.59. Really good game.
Yeah, so I
That's
would just say
a
last
Russian
week I
quest.
talked about Agatha Knife, which was on sale, which is the prequel to this. So if you enjoyed Agatha Knife, you'll definitely enjoy Mechanica. It's just as ridiculous.
Yeah. Same humour, yeah.
Especially the bit with the ghost.
I'm just remembering the bit where you go talk to the drunken lady and she just lifts her skirt up to you.
Yeah, it's
I was not expecting that.
it's
Oh,
it's pretty messed up that you play like an 8-year-old who's obsessed with cocoa mixed with cognac.
Yeah.
So it
it's-
makes her come up with great ideas for inventions for ruling the world.
Yep.
It's a very fun game.
Okay. Moving on. Mushroom Quest, 25% off, $3.74. That's rather like that.
It's not, but it's basic. It's essentially same sort of
Basically,
thing.
yeah,
Like
same.
really, really quick.
I just know I played it in my binge
Yeah.
of awful easy
Me
trash.
too. It's like a 1-hour game, if that.
Yep. And Woodle Tree Adventures, 80% off, 99 cents. Still think it's probably
I was
too
going to say,
much.
what a bargain.
It is a bargain. I'd be waiting for that 50-cent price point
Oh, just get it.
personally, but
Well,
I'd be waiting for it to 10 games of gold.
I
Is
would
that
not,
still a
because that
thing?
would be a waste of games of gold. It's already bad enough as is.
Yeah.
True.
Oh man, imagine if... Wow, how low would we have sunk if Woodle Tree Adventures was games with gold?
I can already see the souls in the TA forums.
And it's a version that for some reason doesn't have achievements, because why
Yeah, no,
not?
Sure.
But it's a reasonable sale this week. Recommendations, Matt.
I'm going to recommend the Metro Redux bundle, 75% off, $7.49. It does. You can double dip and get the retail version that has a list combined, and these are 2 separate lists. So and both of them are relatively easy games, and the first two Metro games are fantastic games in their own right, and the Redux versions that they came out with made them even better.
Indeed. Okay, Alex.
My recommendation is Wolfenstein: The New Order. It's 70% off. It's $5.99. Fantastic game. Don't need to say any more than that. Do yourself a favour.
All right. Also says here that you recommend a Woodle Tree bundle.
No.
I didn't do that. I just
No.
genuinely thought that was you. Who did
I
that?
thought that was Cameron that probably
It's
put that in there,
definitely
but
Cameron.
yeah. No, I do not recommend Woodle Tree.
Have
You could spend 99 cents and get Fearful Symmetry and the Cursed Prince, or you could spend 99 cents and get Woodle Tree Adventures. Do not get Woodle Tree Adventures.
Did you guys look at the list for Woodle Tree 2?
It's like a 25-hour list.
Yeah,
I'm
like
pretty
it's. They were like, "Hey man,
jeez.
people really enjoyed this Woodle Tree. Let's stretch it out.
sure. Lots of people bought my really cheap Easy Gamerscore game.
Yeah, let's ruin it."
People must want more of this. No.
Yeah.
No. The
Only-
first
only
one was
Alex.
too much. No. No. Cameron. No.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, awful. Cameron, what do you recommend?
I'm recommending the Doom Slayers collection, which includes Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, and Doom 1993. And that's 55% off for basically $18.
That sounds awful, buddy. Why?
Because Doom.
They're all great games. I mean, Doom 3 is
Yeah.
the weakest on that list, but there are achievements on there for finishing. I think it's
Absolutely not then. No
And
way.
I was like, yeah, I'm down to spend $7.50 on this game and play it again. Oh, no, not anymore.
No.
Not after seeing that. No, thank you.
I'm recommending these because they're Doom, not for the easy Gamerscore.
What do you...
They are...
I hope
games.
that's apparent.
That's the new Doom. Like not Eternal, but 2016 Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016 Doom and the free classics.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
And Doom 64 is also on sale. It's a very easy game.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of hours
Is
to finish it.
Is it a 2 hour?
Yeah.
2-3 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
I got it for free with my Doom Eternal pre-order, so... Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
It was, thank you. I appreciate that acknowledgement. Thank you.
Well done. I am recommending Knights of Pen and Paper Plus One Deluxe Year Edition, 67% off, $4.94. There's a walkthrough on TA, but it's a sort of a really fun RPG, kind of tabletop RPG in the sense that you are the players at the tabletop in the RPG. It's
very meta.
It's a weird presentation, but it's quite fun.
Wasn't that Games with Gold a little while back? The first two?
Yeah.
Damn it.
2 months ago?
Then I am recommending...
Gonna say because
it was too. The bundle. Yeah. It was the bundle with the...
But I think the Galaxy one, the Galaxy version of it is on sale this week as well.
Yeah, no, but that has an unattainable thing, so you don't want that. I was gonna buy it, and then I looked and I'm like, oh, that's... Talk to 50 NPCs and no one's earned it? I am recommending Donut County. Get Donut County. Donut County is the best county.
Agreed.
Donuts.
It's a fun game. Yeah. Make holes, not war.
Donut ice cream is the best ice cream.
Okay.
Just
Purchase.
saying.
I do not agree.
Matt. What? You're buying?
No, I'm not actually going to buy anything, but I was sorely tempted by Metro Exodus Gold Edition. It is on quite a good sale.
67% off here?
So it's actually relatively affordable. And now that it's not on Game Pass, I have to get the base game somewhere, so I might as well get the DLC with it. But that would probably be the recommendation. I probably won't actually buy it because I'm broke, but that would be what I would get.
Okay. And Cameron's actually getting it.
Yeah, actually buying it because money.
Wow, yeah, thanks. Really appreciate that, Cameron. Yeah.
Ouch.
Can I get some Fs in the Discord when people hear this, please?
It's okay. I'll gift it to you in your Monopoly money.
Thanks. Yeah. Dollary dues.
You just really enjoy saying dollary dues.
He's been begging me to say it all weekend.
I was gonna say I tried to get him to say it as much as possible last night, and he just would not say it.
No, I wasn't going to do it. I'm not your
And then
performing
he
monkey.
finally
Okay, I
caved.
only do that for the Patreons.
I was going to say, now that he's got an audience, he's happy. He's
Yeah,
happy to
exactly.
scam it.
Yeah. No, if it's recorded and I'm making money off of it, then maybe.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick up the gold. There's quite a few good bundles on steep discounts this week, so it's your usual suspects. But
You could get your Woodle Tree bundle.
I mean, you can
No,
because you
I
love the
shall
game.
Not. I shall not, and I will not.
The Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition is like 70% off or something, which is the cheapest it's ever been.
Yeah, and it's also bundle. You can also get a bundle with Wolfenstein 2. But why would you?
Don't do that.
Other than play.
Don't make my mistakes. Learn from me.
Nice 950 out of 1,000.
God, I so wish I'd never played that game.
Why?
It's a good game, but it's not a good list.
Because I'm never going to get that last achievement.
I wasn't paying attention. What game?
Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein 2.
Isn't there a Mein Leben achievement for each of the 2 or 3 DLCs
there
as
is,
well?
But those are at least a lot more manageable.
I don't know.
Just the main campaign.
I'd like to be able to be good enough to get those, but I'm happy to play for...
You can always ask Sangrias for his hints.
Yeah, give him a chop out. I saw him
Go-
on Twitter.
And Xbox,
He did it on both, yeah.
Going back to recommendation,
No, we're not recommending. We're buying. You're done
No,
buying.
no, listen.
Alex, what are you buying?
Like
Go, Cameron.
like Alex said, Wolfenstein: The New Order is a really good game. Plus, it has a
Are you
really
buying
good
it, Cameron?
list.
Cameron, are you buying it this week?
I've already bought it.
Then I don't care.
This is a good game.
Then I don't care.
You don't care about anything, now do you?
I care about lots of things, just not you. Alex, are you buying anything this week?
I initially said I wasn't going to buy anything. That is just unnecessary. But I keep...
Weedle Tree Adventures!
No, Cameron. Yeah, no. Actually, now I think Kirby, you're right. It was fair. I initially thought it was too harsh, but no, you're right. It's totally fair.
Yeah. So this is Cameron's last episode.
I might end up buying Donut County, because every time people talk about Donut County, they talk about how good it is, and...
Look, it's a very fun bite-sized adventure. It's not gonna...
Yeah.
You know, it's not a epic tale, but it's just fun, and it's like... What?
Yep, it's just a raccoon who just makes holes in the ground to solve all of his problems.
What does he sell? Yeah, he sells donuts.
Yeah, he sells donuts.
That's
he
his
sells
thing.
quote-unquote donuts.
Yeah.
I'll get it. It's only about $7 or something, isn't it?
Mm.
Play it blind, because there is level selecting. You can go mop up the achievements. Because honestly, it's a ton of it's an extra 20 minutes to go mop up stuff.
So yeah, just play it blind.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything I am going to buy. I could buy Rocket Arena.
Yeah.
That's 75% off, and in EA Access.
How long is that in terms of completion?
Level 100 I think is about 200 hours.
Oh boy.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
No, actually, supposedly someone did it in 3 days, but I think maybe there was a little dodgy account switching mechanics.
Okay.
Involved.
I mean, allegedly.
I think the
Unobtainable.
only thing that needs to be against real people is the 20 kills,
So the rest of it.
and everything else can be against bots. So not 20 kills. So 20 kills with each. Sorry, 100 kills with each character, and then the rest can be done against bots. Pretty sure. I'd have to double check, but it seems like it could be good. And I'm wondering, because I don't have EA access, I'm wondering whether I just go for it. It's 75% off, $8.
Or play something else.
All right, you've turned me, Matt.
Yep.
That was difficult.
Crunchflake will play it with you, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't need to play with people. I just play by
Sorry,
myself.
Crunchflake. He doesn't want to play with you.
I could play with you, but he's also in a time zone where it would never work.
Yep.
Because I have a longer job than you. It's harder too. Faster and stronger.
No, you know what? No, let's okay. I think we're done.
I didn't realize you worked in that industry.
It's the first member of the DK crew.
God, I was so
It's
hoping
my
we
job.
weren't gonna.
If he said nothing, I would have left it.
Yep.
Okay, let me check real quick if there's anything good coming out new this week.
I'm saddened that I ever heard that DK Crew song. I don't remember.
Why?
You know what comes out on Friday?
I do. I shared it.
You know what comes
Oh.
out on Friday, guys?
What comes out on Friday?
Grounded.
Fast and Furious Crossroads.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like Fast and the Furious Horizon 2 or whatever it was? That little...
I have no idea, but it has.
If it is, I'll play it.
Reno or whatever. It has them in it, and I don't remember any of their names.
Michelle Rodriguez.
That's what I was going for, but I wasn't 100%
Was
sure.
Eva Mendes in it as well?
I don't know.
I
I
think-
haven't watched.
Or was that her character's name, maybe? I don't know.
Look.
I think
The fact that they didn't name the fourth one For Fast For Furious really just threw me off the series.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
she was
Eva
married
Mendes
to
was
the
in it,
Muffin
yes.
Man.
I think she was in it. Anyway. So you want to know something funny? Actually, I just remembered. Someone sent
No,
me
I
a
don't.
message, I think it was on Discord this week, just telling me that
Tell
they
me anyway.
bought some card packs on Gears of War 4 and they got the resupply card.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just wanted to tell me that.
Yeah,
They
that-
just wanted to...
Anyone
Evan.
who ever buys a card pack and gets a resupply pack, you know who to message.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you'll appreciate it.
yeah. I did appreciate it. I laughed and then I cried myself to sleep, so, that was funny.
Oh, good. 3 unobtainables in Indivisible. Looks like I'm not starting that
This is Yep.
in the DLC.
Yep. I'm having a great week.
wasn't there an unobtainable in the base game and then they fixed it, or am I thinking
No,
something
that's
else?
Dendara you're thinking of.
Okay.
Indivisible was like, I was like, oh, cool. It was actually a relatively easy list, and I got through it all, and I was done with the game because they ended the story very conclusively. And I was like, cool, done. Don't have to play any more of this. I never learn.
And then they had
I
another
never
one,
learn.
another
I
one.
literally, it gets me every time. Anyway, milestones.
Yeah, milestones. We have a bunch of milestones, and then we have a bunch, and I don't know where they came from. I presume Cameron or Alex pulled it from their own feeds. I don't know.
I didn't, but
certainly weren't in-
I just want to put a very special milestone out to Planting. Happy birthday, buddy.
Yes.
It was like Spaz Polls 2 days ago as well.
I don't even know who
Yeah,
Spaz is.
they're right.
You don't know who the guy who did the reviews for the first like 30 episodes was?
You listen to them.
Do you remember Damien?
Ah, yeah.
Remember
yeah.
playing on Spaz mode?
Yep.
It wasn't named after Kirby.
Yeah, no, it wasn't named after me because he's older.
It's like being 72 episodes ago.
It's like being
A lot
72 episodes ago.
a
That's
lot
the
has
name of
happened-
the show.
A lot of
Also,
a lot has happened in that time.
with
like,
these
I had a kid.
milestones, I pulled them out of the milestone channel and I didn't add any in from my feed, so I don't know what you're thinking there.
Alright, you grabbed a lot of ones that weren't red.
Yes, because they were still good.
Let's read
Yeah,
them.
not good enough. I don't care if they're good.
Why don't
Not
you
good
read
enough.
them
Just like
out
to pretend
and-
95% won't be good enough.
Yes, it will. It's better than yours.
Yeah, it won't.
And so's my ratio.
I don't know what it is. Is it above one? No.
I don't know. I'm throwing a dart at the board, and I'm pretty confident.
You go
on
check. You go check.
All
It's
right.
almost certainly above mine because I tanked playing easy games.
It.
In achievements
6-1-7-0.
Yeah, I'm under 1.6. In achievements 1, Craig Kilger has reached 11,000 achievements. Hazo has reached 20,000 achievements. Kingsman 2625 has hit 21,000 achievements. But our good friend Neomaster has hit 51,000 achievements.
Outrageous.
Ridiculous. That is almost more than double me.
Yep.
It's almost those three
Shut up, Cameron.
combined. Almost 1,000.
Valaxi has reached 450,000 Gamerscore. Hazo has reached 450,000 Gamerscore. McLovin Legend 1 has hit 650,000 Gamerscore. And Prue has hit 850,000 Gamerscore, which is big numbers.
big numbers.
Getting close to that big milestone, buddy. Not as close as me, but
Yeah,
getting
you've
close.
only like 20,000 left, right?
I have... No, I did not feed the dogs.
It's fine, I'll let it out.
You hit it here first. Animal cruelty.
Okay, do you want me to feed the dogs or do you want me to record a podcast? I can take a break. I can go
Just leave.
and pause the recording and come back.
Alright, so TA score, level 6 vegan
Level 6
has
vegan
reached...
has reached. Shut up, Cameron. 400,000 TA score. Koosh Moose has hit 800,000 TA score. Oh right, yeah, I'm like 18,000 away. So definitely this month, which will make it 1 million in 5 years.
Jeez.
Never been
Seamus
there before.
McLimey has hit 800,000 TA score. Kingsman 2625 has hit 1.2 million TA score. And Planting 42 has hit a massive 1.5 million True Achievement score. Dark Lord Davis has played 750 games. Good boy, Dino Bill. Good boy. That'll do, pig.
He's so
Valaxi
fun to
has
play games
completed
with.
400 games. And good old Matt Boy has completed 1,400 games. Good job. That's, wow, almost more than I've played.
It's a few.
Oh, right, you have a high completion
Yes, I do.
percentage. I forget you also
I
have
also
that.
finished my games, yes.
Shut up. You wait. I'm sneaking up on you in Kingdom Hearts. I've almost earned an achievement.
Look, one step at a time, buddy.
Yeah. In terms of completion percentage, Calevra has reached 71%. Because for some reason we wanted to put that in. Not that it's bad, but just like 1% is under 90. Not worth talking about.
You know, we just
Alex.
had to get Clever in there again. I guess he's been in every week
Unless
for the
it's
last
69.
like 4 weeks.
And Walker Powell has hit 75%. Oh, 75. That's a nice round number divisible by 5. That's great. That's a good percentage completion that we want to talk about. Valaxi is on a 4,500 achievement win streak and Wakrapel, who we just mentioned, is on a 20,000 achievement win streak. He's also third in the Sweden Gamerscore leaderboard, so he's jumped up from last to third. So good on him.
He's about less than 20,000 away from second as well.
Yeah, and number one... Actually, you know what? Awu is probably not number one, because if he was TA, yeah, I don't think he'd be number one in Gamerscore.
Or you better hope that I don't move back to the homeland then.
Yeah. Matoy has reached... Matoy 13, sorry, has reached a new milestone of 1.8 TA ratio, which is very good. Tony Coconuts has hit 2.3 TA ratio.
Because he's an insane
That's crazy.
person. Like,
That's out of
That's
control.
crazy for anything above whatever gamer score he has.
Anything above 1.9 is pretty nuts to me, to be honest.
He has over 150,000 gamer score. That's crazy. That's a good ratio. That's impressive. Alright. That's the milestones done. Congratulations. You all did really well. Except for like one of you. You know who you are. You didn't... I mean, Alex is generous, but you didn't deserve to be there. That's going to be episode 102. So, if you wanna write questions to the show, which I'm sure Isaac did, and we just completely missed it, probably. Email us, hello@realgamerscore. You can contact Cameron on Twitter @realgamerscore. Yeah, you can join us in the Discord and yell at us questions in real time, discord.io/realgamerscore. Or you can send us questions on Patreon. Don't know why you would, it's going to cost you, but do it anyway. Patreon.com/realgamerscore. Write in questions for the show. We'll answer them to the best of our ability, which is pretty high unless it's a question that requires a proper answer.
In which case, you make sure you send it in early so we have a lot of time to not read it and only read it when we're doing the show.
Only read it minutes before we start recording. Yeah, do that. If you want to be on the show, feel free. We're going to go guest crazy in that we have 0 guests planned, but we'll accept all of you.
No, don't say that. We'll get Brad on the show again. I can't deal with that.
No. We said you. Like we implied people.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. You can help the podcast in other ways. You can subscribe to us on iTunes or whatever platform you listen on, whether that's Stitcher, Spotify, Kingsman Radio, or iHeartRadio. Both of those platforms are basically the same. Podbeans, Apple Podcasts, everything you want to listen on. Leave a review, tell your friends. I guarantee reviews have been left and we've ignored them because we don't have a review aggregator, so I'm going to go check that this week, because why not? And we're going to have a stack of 30 or 0 that we'll read through next week. It's definitely one of the two. Retweet Cameron on Twitter. He's killing it. He's doing a very good job. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us money on Patreon. Individual contacts, which means... Cameron, how do people get in contact with you?
The normal ways.
Okay, cool. Alex, how do people get in contact with you? No, that's it. That was your chance. You lost this. It's your fault.
You can follow me on Xbox, Twitter, and True Achievements, ProfessorPluto, and ProfessorPluto1 on Twitch, which Kirby loves every time.
Matt, how do people contact you?
Me? Well, usually through the medium of song, which is great, but it can be a little tiring at times when I'm trying to sleep, because, I'm unemployed and I just sleep until 10 o'clock every day.
Well, Matt, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to.
I prefer
that's my words of wisdom.
I prefer the Weird Al version, but sure. But you can hit me up on the Neomaster, True Achievements, Twitter, I guess Discord. I mean, if you actually want to talk to me, Discord's usually the best way to get a hold of me. Otherwise, I'm on the Xbox. You know where to find me. Play some video games. Help me out with Syndicate. Syndicate is going to be my shout-out game this week. I need to get through Syndicate, the EA game, before they shut down those servers. They haven't said they're going to shut them down, but I don't trust EA as far as I can throw them, and I'm a very, very weak man.
Let me tell you, their wording is very specifically done so that they do not need to give 30 days notice.
Yeah.
They may give 30 days notice.
But they may tell you to get
Someone got very upset in a forum saying, you didn't give 30 days notice. And it says we may give you 30 days notice. Yeah, so where was my 30 days? No. You missed the important word.
Reading comprehension, not big on EA players lists, I guess.
So what you're saying is I've got till May 30th.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No, you nailed it. Yeah. 100%.
2020.
Yeah. So good luck.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, and so Syndicate for Matt. I can be found on Twitter, Discord, Twitch, TrueAchievements.com, Xbox Live, all under the gamer tag ChinDocta, ChinDocta. I don't know how much I'll be playing in terms of games with people this month, because I am very busy at work and have like 1 day off a week. So that's my time for Gamerscore. After I hit a milli, we'll see.
I doubt it.
Yeah, because I'll be then moving on to Game Pass games.
Oh boy.
'Cause I'll be done with massively pushing Gamerscore, and I can start focusing on games that I don't own.
And just regularly pushing Gamerscore.
Yeah, just like this normal 3 or 4K a week, and not 20 to 30. Yeah. Anyway, that has been an awesome episode 102. I know you've enjoyed it. They know you've enjoyed it. We know you've enjoyed it. Patreons, the picture will be coming shortly, so look forward to
There'll
that.
be a couple of pictures
This one wasn't
this
too
week.
spicy.
We're going to put a couple of pictures.
Yeah, we can all do it.
We can all
Except,
contribute.
except for Alex, because he's a pleb. I mean, you could just... No, you know what? Alex's photo's coming too. This was Alex's background. There we go. Perfect. Alex.
Oh God.
Alright. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so see you next week.
Bye.
So yeah.